with the Cardinals in August. Let's get the inside pitch on Dwight Gooden from Philadelphia Phillies third baseman.
Your strikeouts this year in one game, and the first and only game he pitches in the playoffs, he gets 10 strikeouts.
Little squibber hit up the line, fielded by Jeffries, and he has no play as he bobbles the ball. It would have been very tough even had he fielded it cleanly. And Sachs is aboard with an infield single.
When you don't do it a lot, you sometimes throw a ball, and that's exactly what he did.
He goes, good jump. Hatcher takes all away. The throw is there, but too late. And Sachs steals that one on Gooden. Got a great jump on him, and Carter had very little chance. And Sachs now has 3 stolen bases.
Using that slide step, that revised kick of his.
And Hatcher takes inside, ball 4. So Mickey is on. The Dodgers have an immediate threat with runners at first and second, and Davey Johnson will now watch Kirk Gibson.
A little bit more.
Slider too.
And what if Gooden used it tonight and Tudor didn't? There'd be a clear advantage.
A little chopper to the right side. The runners will advance as Tuffle throws Gibson out. And down to third goes Sachs. Advancing to second is Mickey Hatcher. The Dodgers have runners at second and third.
There's no assurity they're going to score.
What is this, Minnesota? Here's the 0-2 pitch. Got him swinging. The Homer Hankies have come east.
Well, actually, Al, you know what they are?
Strikeout Hankies.
Daily News strikeout Hankies.
Sachs at third, Hatcher at second, and Shelby hits a soft looper into right field for a base hit. Sachs comes in to score, so does Hatcher. And now it's Davey Johnson's turn to lament the blue pit. A looping single into right field, and the Dodgers.
This year, if you bounce, in other words, if you come up and you come down and go right back up, that's what they're calling. If you pause like you did there, it's not a balk.
In the dirt, and moving to third is Shelby, and he's in there. It's off the glove of Jeffries, but not far enough. Amalfitano right there to tell Shelby to stay put. As the ball trickled off. And they get it on a curve, but the Dodgers get 2 in the first, and after a half, it's the Dodgers 2, and the Mets coming up.
Ladies and gentlemen.
With the Cardinals in the 85 series and the 87 series, makes another postseason appearance tonight in a Dodger uniform.
Really come through on, and that's the foot that you really have your control with.
Breaking ball, a looper to Sachs as Wilson had to reach for it. And you'll see a lot of outs like that against John Tudor.
It's a very interesting point you made, and I've never heard that.
To help the Dodgers, this is like middle of summer compared to yesterday.
Breaking ball hit in the air to right center field, but Marshall got a good jump on it and flags it down in the alley. So 2 down in the first inning, and it will bring up Keith.
Predominantly right-handed hitting lineup.
With 2 out, the 3-2 pitch is grounded to the right side. Steve Sachs over to Hatcher. Mets gone in order at the end of 1 in game 4. Dodgers 2, Mets nothing. In 88 championship series have led after 22 innings, but are down 2 games to 1. Wilson in center with an easy play into the chorus of Mookie. Mookie makes the catch. Hamilton gone, 1 away.
The 2 games in Boston were both 1-run games. Canseco tied one with a 2-run homer, and he put him ahead with the other 2 home runs.
Griffin's bunt is too hard, and Gooden throws him out, so 2 down. And it will bring up John Tudor. Well, one luxury.
Because they're earning it tonight.
Didn't think of that. 2-2, got him swinging. Gooden sets the Dodgers down in order at the end of an inning and a half. 2-0 Los Angeles. Especially in light of the Howell suspension, he said that before the first game of the playoffs. Strawberry hit a grounder to the right side, and Hatcher throws back to Tudor, and it's off his glove, and Strawberry is safe at first. So Hatcher makes a nice play to get to the ball.
Dave Anderson on the DL. Sharpison has to play shortstop. Did yesterday, didn't have any bearing on the game though.
Hatcher gets an error on the play, and McReynolds pops it up, and he's going to be 0 for 12 as Sachs is there to make the catch. So 1 out with Strawberry aboard on the error at first base. Carter hits one into left field for a base hit. The Mets' first hit. Strawberry will stop at second. Shallow center and easy for Shelby, and the runners will hold. Two guys. Strawberry remains at second, and Carter is still at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And the pitch to Elster is lifted to left field. Gibson got a late start, but has time to get there and make the catch. No runs a hit. They leave 2 after 2. Dodgers 2, Mets nothing. Because he talked about the possibility of an appeal. So this is a story that is ongoing. Where is Howell right now as Sachs draws the walk?
Al, he was to work out today with the ball club before the game, which of course he has the right to do. I think Jay's plan
through the Players Association does file an appeal tomorrow as Hatcher breaks his bat and hits it softly into left field into the glove of McReynolds, and Sachs goes back to first base. If he does file that appeal, Fred, he then would be eligible to pitch tomorrow.
That is correct, or at least that is my understanding of it.
That he was going to suggest to the Rules Committee this winter to change that particular rule.
Sachs goes. The pitch is a strike. The throw to second. Too late, and so Sachs has another steal. He singled, stole second in the first inning, and came in to score. Sachs at second. The 3-2 pitch coming to Gibson. Sachs on his way to third. The pitch is a strike. The throw is not in time. So Gibson strikes out, but Sachs steals third. And for Steve, 3 tonight and 5 in the championship series.
Away.
Pass swing, got him. So Marshall strikes out for the second time. Dodgers strand Sachs at third. 2-0 LA in the middle of the third. American League over. If you missed it today, the A's won it, swept the Red Sox. 5 days off, and they begin the World Series Saturday as Gooden strokes a single into left field. Dwight Gooden, the pitcher, leading off with a single in the third, and now the top of the order. Off to his lead at first, and Hatcher is playing off the bag behind him. And Wilson hits a chopper to Hamilton. He goes to Sachs. Steve juggles, and that's all. It costs him any chance for a double play, but he's able to hold on to the ball.
But what he does is he comes up even with it, so he has 2 options. Very tough to run on. You have to gamble. You have to either say he's going to go home and I'm going to run.
Oh, and he gets him. He got him right there.
Wrong gamble.
That's right. Well, you know, he didn't even gamble. He just leaned. Good his move is. And he was just fooled, and that will happen.
He reaches out, backhanded by Tudor. John throws him out, and the Mets are gone in the third. On to the fourth we go in game 4. Dodgers 2, Mets nothing.
Mike Scott and Nolan Ryan this year, Oral Hershiser and John Tudor. When you're number 1, you face the number 1s.
Base hit into left field, so Shelby is 2 for 2, leading off the fourth with a single. Yeah, Gooden, interestingly, has the best regular season winning percentage in the history. There he goes. Great jump. Pitches a strike. Carter has no chance. None. Zip.
Straight steal.
And again, it's the time elapsed. I mean, it's almost like a couple of years ago.
Form of timing a catcher's throw from a pitcher.
Sosa reaches out, loops one to center, but Wilson was playing shallow, and he makes the catch for the out. So Sosa gone. 1 away here in the fourth inning. One hopper hit sharply to Tuffle. Tim stays with it, throws him out, and Shelby advances to third. 2 down, and the number 8 hitter Griffin coming up.
See, that's another part of the running game, seeing the box score. It's a very intimidating offensive force.
Griffin hits a little squibber to the right side. Tuffle charges and throws him out, and the Dodgers strand Shelby at third. At the end of 3 1/2, it remains Los Angeles 2, New York nothing. Probably why he doesn't like it.
And Sid Fernandez hoping for the same kind of Hawaii weather tomorrow, right?
That's right. Little looper into shallow right center. Sachs does a 360 and can't make the play. A base hit for Hernandez.
2-0 Dodgers.
To deep right and gone. After this pitch, we'll play back the crack of the bat in natural sound. To deep left center field. Gibson going all the way back, and this one's gone. First hit of the series for McReynolds.
Surgery as you look at a happy Darryl Strawberry. Assume he still gets happy.
Tuffle hits a high drive to left center field, but this will stay in. Gibson backs up, edge of the track, makes the catch. So a long out for the second out, 2 down.
If you had a better arm speed, you'd have a better fastball and a better changeup.
Breaking pitch is popped in the air to shallow right field. In comes Marshall, and the inning is over. But the Mets explode for 3 on the back-to-back homers from Strawberry and McReynolds. To the 5th we go. 3-2 Mets. Back after this from your local station. No balls, 2 strikes the count. Tudor followed by Sachs and Hatcher here in the 5th inning. Tudor strikes out for the second time. Gooden has struck out 6.
Adjustment. Plus, what you do in the bullpen usually doesn't mean you're going to do the same things in the game.
Sachs fights it off and into the glove of Tuffle on a sinking, looping line drive.
I never got hit in the bullpen. I mean, you can throw it right down the middle, and you can't even. The first move is to the left, and then you just where'd the ball go?
Fastball, half swing, little tapper by the mound, and Elster throws the ball away. Elster bobbling, it should have held on to it, had no chance for the time he recovered after the initial bobble.
Curveball, or try to throw him a fastball away and hope he tries to pull it.
Little chopper, Hernandez has to back up. Gooden covers, he overhands to Dwight, makes the play. Nice play by Gooden. It remains Mets 3, Dodgers 2. And Hatcher rounding third, the Dodgers probably would have tied it. 3-2 Mets in the bottom of the 5th inning. Shallow center field. Shelby comes in, and Gooden becomes out number 1 here in the 5th inning. Now to the top of the order, Mookie Wilson. Kansas City, and when you see numbers like that, Willie's had a great career, but you recall the 1980 World Series with 13 strikeouts. As Wilson hits a fly ball to left, and Gibson makes the catch, 2 down. Three balls, no strikes the count. And Jeffries is on. So Tudor walks Jeffries on 4 pitches, and that will bring up Keith Hernandez. Breaking pitch hammered into right for a base hit. Jeffries will go to third, and Strawberry will come up with runners at first and third.
Be able to hit the breaking ball if he makes a mistake. He can hit the breaking ball as far as anybody if it's up in the strike zone.
Curve got him. So for the first time in the series, Strawberry strikes out. He struck out 127 times during the regular year. Mets squander a threat, 3-2 after 5. Game 6 will be played Tuesday, Game 7 Wednesday. 3-2 breaking ball is inside. Carter thought he had him, just missing. And Rennert might have been a little crossed up, the plate umpire.
Well, catchers usually don't get those particular types of strikes for pitchers.
2 the count on Shelby. Got him. Breaking ball. Strikeout number 7. Anticipating a strikeout. They wave the towels, and the 0-2 pitch is grounded down to Hernandez, who goes to Elster for 1. Nice play by Kevin. The throw was slightly offline to turn the double play. And at the end of 5 1/2, 3-2 Mets in the 7th. 3-2 Mets. And Hamilton can't backhand it. Rolls down into the corner, picked up by a fan. And McReynolds at second base with a ground rule double, which is probably where he would have wound up anyway.
Goes up, runs away from the right-handed hitter.
Line to center field, over the head of Shelby, but he backs up and can't make the catch. McReynolds is being waved around third. He'll score. Carter is on his way to third. Saxon's relay is offline. 4-2.
Those would have been 13 inside the park home runs for most people.
Hey, we kid around. McCarver had 57. Tomorrow at 9 on Monday Night Football. And we'll be back on, of course, from here at noon. Tuffle chases a breaking pitch and strikes out. That's a very big out. As Tuffle questions the call of 3-0 the count. And ball 4. And in a funny way, it amounts to an intentional walk in a way.
Well, you know, you really take a chance 1-0, 2-0 pitch outs. I'll tell you, to get the runner at third, Gary Carter.
Curve is grounded down to Griffin. He goes to Sachs 1, back to first, double play. And so Holton keeps them in the game, and at the end of 6, 4-2 New York.
Away, and Gooden hit it hard, but right at Griffin, and tailor-made double play.
And a big one too, because it keeps the Dodgers in the game, and Hamilton starts the 7th inning by grounding it to third, and Jeffries throws them out. So 1 pitch, 1 quick out here in the 7th inning, and it will bring up
exercises for the first time. So his arm should be stronger or less liable to have it hurt when throwing baseballs.
Breaking pitch, grounded to short, corralled by Elster. Griffin is gone, and Danny Heath will come up to pinch hit for Brian Holton.
But not the bat barrel. Oh,
oh yes.
Little different. I didn't think he went around. I'm thinking 10 has a lot to do with it.
And Heath draws the walk with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Sachs. 2 down, Heath at first. No balls, 1 strike on Sachs. That one bounces away from Carter. He has no idea where it is, and now discovers it just behind the plate. Gary turned around, and the ball was right there.
Ball, then it's more apt to bounce higher by the time it gets to you. That's what that one did.
1-1 to Sachs. Is chopped to third. Charged by Jeffries. Throws on the run. That's him. And at 6.5 it remains. That's 4. Dodgers 2 in game 4. Ricky Horton comes in to pitch for the Dodgers as we go to the bottom of the 7th. The inside pitch on Ricky from Mike Schmidt.
That Orozco came in to pitch to Mookie Wilson, and Wilson singled to drive in the game-winning RBI action.
To right field, and Marshall backs up and makes the catch.
And the reason I say that is because Mookie Wilson is now 1 for 25 lifetime.
Because he takes his arm straight back.
Steve Sachs handles this one. And quickly 2 down with Keith Hernandez coming up.
And there's also that hesitation right at the top when he kicks that right leg around.
David Palmer.
Yes, sir. Touché, Mr. Michaels.
1-0 to Hernandez, who's grounded to the right side. And Steve Sachs throws him out. So Horton comes out of the pen. The Mets are down 1-2-3, and we'll move along to the 8th inning in the 4th game. Down by 2 runs. It's almost automatic there.
It's a disappearing thing in the game, though, Al.
Yeah, that's true. Broken bat fly ball to center field, and Mookie Wilson is there to make the catch. 1 away.
Baseball has changed for the worse, I think.
The 2-2 pitch. Strikeout number 8.
about the first ball he got down and away.
0-2 pitch. Half swing bouncer back to Gooden. And at the end of 7.5 it remains Mets 4, Dodgers 2.
Throw at a guy, and the guy would start ducking. It was just part of the game.
Yeah.
3-2 pitch to Strawberry. Got him. Good breaking pitch. Well, looking sharp tonight.
Exactly. Just think about what Jim was talking about, the fastball in off the plate.
Sometime, either in their career or in a ball game, both sides of the plate.
In the air to right center field, deep but playable for Marshall. And Horton does the job by setting down the 6 men he faces. Shelby, Sosa, and Hamilton in the Dodger ninth. Ball 4, so Shelby walks. Third time he has reached tonight. Mickey Hatcher exhorting Sosa at the plate. Hernandez playing back of the runner at first, and that's ripped to right field and deep. Strawberry goes back. She's gone. Mike Sosa with 35 home runs in 8.5 years in the major leagues. And we talked about him throughout the series. Big and strong, but really a contact hitter. A man who doesn't strike out a lot and who doesn't hit very many home runs, averaging about 4 per season. It's the biggest of his career.
It wasn't the home run, it was the walk. And you're 2 runs ahead, then the next pitch you want to make sure you're going to get ahead. And that's what he was trying to do to Sosa.
Got him on a breaking ball. So Hamilton goes down on strikes number 9 for Dwight Gooden.
Strike, you try to throw it away, you throw it inside. He's trying to be quick because you got a lot of velocity and it results a home run. You just never know about this game.
Griffin strokes one into right field for a base hit. So Alfredo is on, and now Mike Davis will be announced as the pinch hitter, and when he is to do the catching, they make a double switch. Since Gary Carter made the last out in the 8th inning, they put Myers into the 6th spot on the order.
Throwing arm. If
yes,
warm.
he does.
Woodson hits it into left field for a base hit. Griffin will stop at second. And the Dodgers have runners at first and second with 1 out. And the top of the order, Steve Sachs coming up.
Eventually go-ahead run.
In the air to right field. Very routine for Strawberry. The runners will hold. 2 down. So Griffin remains at second. Woodson is at first.
Speed up his bat. Otherwise, he's just very content making contact. Put the ball in play and see if something good happens.
Nothing good happens here. He pops it up. Good for the Mets, though, as Hernandez is there to make the catch. So the Dodgers get 2 on the homer by Sosa after 8.5, a 4-4 tie. And Alejandro Pena comes out of the bullpen to keep the Mets in check.
Understanding in playoff situations, however. Emotions very, very high.
Backman breaks his bat, a little looper, and a great catch made by Hamilton, who backed up on the ball to make the catch going away. Big, big out. 1 down. Breaking pitch, and it's lined right into the glove of Steve Sachs. So 2 down here in the 9th inning, prior to the start of the regular season and the deal with the Pittsburgh Pirates, who had obtained him from the Giants. And he hits it in the air to center field. Shelby is there, and we'll go to extra innings. The last 10 Mets have gone down in order. We go to the 10th in a 4-4 tie in Game 4.
Jerk the ball. He can hit the ball straight away and still hit for power.
Half swing bouncer to third. He tried to check his swing, and he grounds out on a pretty close play as Jeffries throws to Hernandez to get him by a half step. Base is empty. Top of the 10th, the 4-4 tie. 0-2 the count. Hit high in the air to center field, deep. Wilson backs up, has a play on the track to a chorus of Mookies, makes the catch.
Some guys grab Pine, and other guys are pacers. He looks like a lion.
There's a high fly ball to left field. McReynolds is there, and Myers sets the Dodgers down 1-2-3 at the end of 9.5. A 4-4 tie. Back after this from your local station.
Again, and he throws 90 plus.
Ball 4. So Wilson is on. Jeffries comes up. In all likelihood,
Pick somebody off. I mean, a lot of times you can't slip right off the top of that bag.
Jeffries bunts in the air. Socha makes the catch, and Wilson retreats to first. Mike thought for the moment about letting the ball drop.
Reminds me of game 1. When you go back to game 1,
He bluffs. Hernandez strikes out, and Keith can't believe he swung at that pitch. So 2 down, and Strawberry.
as far inside and it comes back in the middle of the plate, then you're in trouble. 2 perfect pitches.
Wilson goes, pitches high. Socha's throw, nails him. Griffin comes over to make the play, and we go to the 11th inning at Shea. Still tied 4-4.
Runs. This is why, no doubt, he was most valuable player in the '83 World Series.
And he's on here, so Dempsey draws the walk, leading off in the 11th inning. And Jeff Hamilton will come to the plate.
Until he gets 2 strikes on him.
Makes no secret of it, lays it down. Myers fields, goes to second. Got him. And so it would take a perfect bunt. That was a pretty good bunt, but
Double play gets you out of the inning.
and Griffin bunting for a hit. It's a beauty. Jeffries throw, nails him. What a play. Alfredo Griffin not bunting to sacrifice. A good bunt here. So at 3 minutes to midnight, it's McDowell in a 4-4 tie with 2 out, and Tracy Woodson coming up. Lasorda has 1 left-handed pinch hitter on the bench, Franklin Stubbs, but opts not to use him here with first base open. And there's a chopper back of second. Backing up is Backman to throw in the dirt and dug out by Hernandez. Otherwise, Sharperson would have scored. He was 30 feet from home plate. Tim Leary again in the pen. Popped up. Sacks on the dirt. 1 out. So Strawberry gone. 1 away in the 11th inning. And Kevin McReynolds, 3 balls and 2 strikes on McReynolds. And Kevin is on. So the winning run is at first base with 1 out. And Len Dykstra, who won a playoff game in 1986 with a dramatic 9th inning home run.
A bit quicker. It's usually up in the strike zone. Gives you a chance to come out there and make a stronger throw if you're a catcher.
In the air to left field to Gibson. 2 gone. McReynolds at first, the winning run with 2 out now, and Wally Backman.
They're only thrown 10 home runs in a year that you get a lock somewhat on a game if there is such a thing.
There goes McReynolds. The pitch is outside. Dempsey's throw too late, and so the winning run is at second base. And now the count is 2-2 on Backman.
Ball goes across home plate.
I wonder if this will be another breaking ball.
It should be.
High on another breaking pitch for ball 4. So Backman walks while he wanted a chance to win the game. Well, he is now his window dressing, so he's angry as he moves down to first base. Winning run at second. 2 out. And the 2-2 pitch is popped up. Back of third, foul ground, playable for Sharperson, and we go to the 12th inning. And what a job by Alejandro Pena. 3 shutout innings.
Striking out Kevin Bass.
I was there for those 2 12-inning games. There were 2 of them.
The 12th starts with Sachs bouncing 1 to Jeffries, who throws him out. 1 pitch, and Sachs is retired in the 12th inning. And now the Dodgers send Franklin Stubbs to the plate out of the game. And McDowell inserted it into the one spot. So after Sasser, a pinch hitter for the Mets in the bottom of the 12th, and then Jeffries. And a breaking pitch got him. It fooled him, and down he goes. So out number 2.
But again, you have to figure out what your strength is. McDowell's strength is a sinker.
Gibson hits a high drive, a towering drive to deep right center field, and that one is gone. So he hits a home run in the 12th inning after not hitting a ball out of the infield all night long. And as Tim just said, a low ball hitter against the sinker ball pitcher.
Now that's only the second home run all year off Roger McDowell.
The other hit by Bo Diaz of the Cincinnati Reds. But not as big as this, baby.
Or in it, yeah. Marshall breaks his bat, hits a bouncer to the right side, and Backman throws him out. But here in the 12th inning, a 2-out home run by Kirk Gibson. And at the end of 11 and a half, it's the Dodgers 5, the Mets 4, and we're back right after this from your local station. To get 3 outs, Mackey Sasser leading off. Lee Mazzilli comes out on deck to bat for McDowell.
Here, I would think 3-2 leadoff hitter. You don't want to walk him. You just got to throw your best fastball for the center of the plate and hope it moves.
It's hit into right field, base hit. So Sasser starts the bottom of the 12th with a single to right, and Lee Mazzilli comes up.
After 28 innings, another 90 in spring training. Just over 300 innings this year.
1-2 pitch is hammered into center field for a base hit. Darling will stop at second. So the tying and winning runs are on. Darling at second. Mazzilli the winning run at first. And the 0-1 to Jeffries up there to swing away and hits it in the air to left field. Kirk Gibson moves over toward the line and makes the catch, and the runners hold. So Jeffries unable to deliver twice in bunting situations. So Jesse Orozco comes in with the game on the bottom of the 12th inning. Once again, here's the inside pitch on Orozco from Mike. 5-4 in the 12th. And he walks him. And Strawberry comes up. And Lasorda must be wondering if there's a 24-hour hotline to the Player Relations Committee so they can file their grievance. Popped up. The infield fly rule is in effect. Automatic out. Sacks. 2 down. This game is unbelievable.
Tommy was pretty upset with Jesse for not throwing the ball over the plate. Very simple.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I played for a manager that...
Broken bat looper, shallow center field. In comes Shelby and makes the catch. And when you write the story of this game, where in the world do you begin? A broken bat, and Shelby read it dead right.